Praveen Chakravarty, Chairman Data Analytics, close to Rahul Gandhi, joins me. Praveen, is this really a free and fair election that you've been telling me whenever I converse with you on this? Or are we heading for an effective fixed match where the Gandhis today have broken with the neutrality? Effectively, the sense one gets is they are backing Mallikarjun Kharge.
Rajdeep, I think you can continue to raise questions as you should, and as we allow you to, at least as far as the Congress party is concerned. But, you know, I want to point out something. Over the last 3 years, there have been 56 articles in leading newspapers, in national newspapers, that have said Rahul Gandhi is all set to become the next Congress president. 56 articles. That is wrong today. We all acknowledge that, number one. Number two, as we have gone through this process, I have seen so many questions being asked about, will there ever be an election? Will the Congress party ever come around to doing an election? Will truly somebody from the Gandhi family not be a contender? Will electoral rolls be made public or not? Will this be a sham of an election? Today we are here where we have three nominations that have been filed. The nominations were open to anybody that could have filed. And we do also have a statement on record from the chairman of the Central Election Authority that the Congress president does not endorse any particular candidate.
So what happened, if you are saying that, what changed overnight that suddenly Digvijaya Singh ji drops out, and suddenly in the morning we have Congress working committee members who tell me they got calls from a senior Congress leader, come to the AICC office and endorse Mr. Kharge's candidature. Someone spoke to them, and the general belief among us in the media is the Congress High Command. The High Command wants who are total loyalists, and Kharge fitted that bill. Something changed overnight.
But Rajdeep, that's the reason I pointed out how most of you have been spectacularly wrong over the last 3 years on this issue is precisely for this. Because you have heard something, you've hung around in AICC, 24 Akbar Road, you've said something.
Praveen Chakravarty.
One second.
Look at the list of people who've nominated Mr. Kharge.
Let me complete, Rajdeep.
Yes, please go.
2 days ago, apparently it was a different candidate who was an anointed heir. It was all of you who said exactly the same thing. 2 days ago, it was somebody else. Today, you think it's somebody else. See, it is regardless of who is proposed what. The question is, did anybody stop anybody else from either filing a nomination or proposing? And honestly, by doing all of this, this is also injustice to the other candidate, at least the leading candidate, which is Dr. Shashi Tharoor. I am sure Dr. Tharoor is not, just in this for the heck of it. He is running a serious race. I noticed that he's put out some manifesto. So why would anybody do all of these things if they truly thought that this was all a completely fixed match? So I think at some point in time, all of you have to acknowledge that you did get this dead wrong.
No, I refuse to acknowledge that, because I even said last night in a tweet where I suggested there would be a twist and it would be a Dalit face, which turned out to be Mr. Kharge. But
you also said 3 years ago that there was somebody else was the anointed person, but that wasn't that wrong.
No, I think there is a section, I will concede, Praveen Chakravarty, which has always believed that Rahul Gandhi in particular wants power without responsibility. That's a question that we keep asking. And since you know Rahul well, is Mr. Gandhi someone that whoever becomes the president now, whether it's Mr. Kharge or Shashi Tharoor, will they be empowered to organize the party? Will they be given the power to actually run the party?
See, Rajdeep, I certainly believe so, but I also acknowledge that where we are today, it will be my word versus your word. And it's a futile discussion and a debate, because you will continue to question my response and I will continue to question your suspicion of this. I think what I can point to is the evidence. Like I said, in the last 3 years, I will tell you, I can count the number of articles and I can give you the count. That said, no, he will not relinquish, he will do this, he'll become. He is doing a Padyatra somewhere down south in the country, while we are all talking about nominations here. I also know this for a fact that when any candidate who has gone and spoken to him about filing a nomination, he has said, you're absolutely free to do so. You'd have no reason to come and speak to me about this.
Okay. I want to ask you in conclusion, who are you going to choose? If you had a choice, Kharge or Tharoor? You have a pick?
I certainly have a vote, but I'm certainly not going to air that on national television.
Okay, we'll leave it at that. It is a secret ballot, and perhaps we'll see which way the wind blows in the Congress. Are these true winds of change, or is the Congress looking at the future through a rear view mirror? Praveen Chakravarty, thanks very much for speaking to us here tonight.